Hi, this is Jason, and today I'm going to show you how to use our Ultimatum template. This particular template actually houses 7 different versions of the Ultimatum experiment, including a dictator game and a pirate game. In all of these cases, you have a number of participants, one of whom gets a pot of money, and they must split that pot of money with their alters. In some cases, the alters get to choose whether to accept the division of the money, or they have to accept the division of the money. And then there are other variations where they're able to punish or reward, better distributions, a couple of wrinkles. I'm going to show you today how to select those different wrinkles and other variables that are critical to this experiment. So let's go to the Manage Variables tab. The first two and this second to last one are all timers for how long people have to make decisions based on whether to actually split the pot or to accept the split decision, and then the time between rounds to see what happened between them. A fixed dictator is whether one person is chosen to be the dictator and they remain the dictator throughout the experiment, or if a person is chosen to be the dictator at random throughout the experiment. I'll get to game type in 1 second. The number of rounds is the number of rounds that people have to participate, so it can be 100 rounds for a really long one, or just 1 round for a one-off. And lastly, the number of points, total points, is how many points people have to distribute amongst the group. What's most interesting about total points very often is whether it's an even number or an odd number. So if it's 100 points, you can divvy it up 50-50 between a person and the alter. If it's 101, then somebody has to be disadvantaged. So that's one example of using total points in an interesting way. The last thing I'll mention is this game type variable. There are a couple of hard-coded game types here, variations of the ultimatum experiment. So 1 is for the normal ultimatum, 2 is a competitive ultimatum, which we're keeping track of who wins. 3 is an ultimatum with tipping, which means that the people who are the dictatees get to have a round where they can give some of the money back to the dictator, and so on. Again, just use the number to select the variation on the game. Now, this experiment has no bots. It requires real human participants. So if you want to have a 2-person version of the dictator game, you set it to 2 participants here. I'll show you in the demo here. If you want to have 3, you can have 3. I believe it can handle up to 5 participants. So let me show you what it looks like with just 2. And this is the normal ultimatum template. So there's 100 points. Player 1 is the proposer, the dictator. Player 2 is waiting for the dictator to make a decision. So me, the red one, I'm going to split it 36-40. There we go. So I have 40. Player 2 gets 60. Very generous as a dictator. Player 2, I see that I received 60. The dictator gave me 40, so I'm going to accept that. That's a good deal for me. Great. Now we're going to look at the results. I burned 60. And now I move on to the next one. So this time I'm the proposer. So I'm going to propose a little bit less than what my alter offered. I'll go ahead and max out there. Propose. Great. Accept or reject. I didn't get as much this time. I'm going to reject. I reject. The other user sees it's rejected, and so it goes. So that's how you use the ultimatum template. If you have any questions, please send us an email at support@volunteerscience.com. Thank you.